Hey guys, welcome to the second part of my review and initial test of Seal1 CLP Plus. If you haven't seen part 1, please click on the card on the screen. Otherwise, we will get into part 2 where I'll be using Seal1 to clean and protect the blade on my Schrade SCHF9 knife, Gerber Big Rock, and a Leatherman Sidekick. So this is a new knife. When I first got it, I used Froglube to give it rust protection and to clean it for first use. Seal1 is a CLP, and as this knife will be used as a bushcraft knife, I wanted to prepare it against weather and rust. So the heat will allow the Seal1 to melt and absorb into the metal. I've applied 2 coats off camera. I'm scrubbing the stain from the ferro rod to see how the Seal1 handles it. I've let the Seal1 set for a bit, and now the important part is to remove the excess from the surface. This is a dry lube, so when using it on your firearms, there should be no residue visible. Let's take a look at the Gerber Big Rock. I have never treated this knife with anything, and using it to cut brush has left the blade dirty and stained. There is no rust, but coating it with Seal1 will keep it that way. I will explore how it cleans these stains. My Leatherman Sidekick has been part of my everyday carry for many years. I use it almost daily, and it's a great piece of kit. I've treated this with Froglube before, but it needs a good scrubbing and lubrication. Again, using the same process, add heat and let the Seal1 soak in. This is good to do a few times, each layer adding to the properties. This is especially apparent with firearms. When the bolt and carrier is treated with several layers, it becomes buttery smooth. Firearms lubricated using military-style CLP work, but the action is noticeably grittier and not smooth, even when cycling a rifle with some mileage. I will repeat, Seal1 performs the best when excess is removed. You aren't running the action wet. Seal1 is non-toxic, which is a big deal for me since I clean my firearms in the house. I have a curious cat, and knowing he will not be poisoned is a great peace of mind. With kids, the same applies, especially if they get hands-on with you at the cleaning table. Seal1 leaves a light film, almost waxy feeling, but there is no residue. This is great for slides that touch your skin or your clothing. Overall, I'm pleased with the results, though I will say it did not remove all the heavy stains from the plant life on the Big Rock knife. I think a nylon brush might help, but it's really not a factor in the performance of the knife. I hope this review and initial testing has been helpful. Don't forget to sub to see my future videos, including content where I'll be using Seal1 to clean and treat my firearms. I will go ahead and note that I am not sponsored by any manufacturer or company. These are all my opinions and results through my own testing and experience.